Welcome to this resource on the Australian Government and the influence of Australian democracy. This resource will include details about the formation of federation, connection of Britain to the monarchy constitution, Australia's representative democracy, and levels of government. It will also talk about what we have achieved since federation and the effect that this has had on today's society. In the 1890s, a movement began to unite British colonies seen within Australia as one country with its own constitution. In other words, Australia wanted to become an independent country. The British Parliament passed the Commonwealth of Australian Constitution Act, which came into effect on January 1st, 1901. This enabled the 6 British colonies of New South Wales, Queensland, South Australia, Western Australia, Victoria, and Tasmania to unite together. The country was officially independent and now known as the Commonwealth of Australia. Note, it wasn't until later years that the Northern Territory and the Australian Capital Territory became Australian states. Although Australia is now known as an independent country, it still has a strong connection to Great Britain. This is because Australia is a constitutional monarchy, meaning it has a king or queen that shares power with the government. For example, the current queen is Queen Elizabeth II, who is represented in Australia by Governor General David Hurley. Australia is also a representative democracy, which provides citizens with substantial power. Here we can see citizens of Australia voting for a representative. Citizens vote for 3 representatives that lead at local, state, and federal government levels. With fellow government members, these representatives form policies, legislation, and take on different responsibilities. Some responsibilities of the federal government include defence, foreign affairs, and the Australian economy. Some state responsibilities include health, environment and conservation, and education. And some local councils' responsibilities include maintaining sporting fields, street signage, rubbish collection, and the building of local roads and footpaths. Since federation, and due to our democracy, government responsibilities, and efforts of many Australian citizens, we have achieved some awesome things in Australia, making it a great place to live. To name a few things, Australia has introduced Medicare that provides citizens with affordable healthcare. We have provided free education, delivering an opportunity for all children to learn. In 2000, we hosted the Sydney Olympics. We have built new expressways, resulting in reduced travel times. We have access to national parks and Indigenous heritage sites, as well as Indigenous culture. We have many recreation activities to participate in. We have beautiful and well-maintained beaches, and we have made Australia one of the most safest countries to live in. These things could not have been achieved without the roles and efforts of citizens in Australia. Since federation, it has been a combined effort, starting with the Queen, processing through the government, and filtering its way down to every Australian citizen.